beans, welcome on into this wonderful, beautiful Thursday afternoon. Hello there, Modax, Afro Banner, the Miracle and Dress, and Master Ashawai, the dead guy for the freaking bacon once again. And hello there, Dave Key. Hello, Snappy. 45 stream streak, you sweet bean. There's a bug on you. There is no bug on me.
Wants you to wave at them.
What are you talking about? And hi, 3 Pioneer. Hi, Bean. How you doing? Hi, Arian LaFox. Hi, Afro Band. The time to start my streak over. Oh, Bean. Listen, I streamed really short yesterday. I at least streamed for 30 minutes, so you had like 30 minutes of a chance to, like, you know, get that stream streak in. I caught you doing some art. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some art today. This is the last day of the week that I'll be doing the art, and then we're going to continue doing some more art next week. Today, we have 2 birthdays. Zara and also Garuku Blue Moon. So I'm going to be kind of on their streams a little bit later. So I'm going to be kind of busy today. Not going to lie. Happy birthday to you both. Oh my god. I don't think they're here right now. I know Zarafield comes in sometime in the middle of the streams. Sometimes. Dead guy. 95 stream streak, you sweet bean. How you doing, Bean? And Modax. Happy birthday. Not to me. Not to me. My birthday is next month. My birthday's less than a month away. Less than a month away. Oh, well, if you could pass that along later, much appreciated.
I can't. 9 months of cute art streams every
you
day.
Sweet bean. We having a Twitch baby. We're having a Twitch baby. That's what we have in 29yo. You watching me every single day, 29yo. I appreciate that, Bean. Holy heck, dead guy. What's happening with dead guy? Oh, he's saying hello. That's... Adorable bean, smart. That guy is an adorable bean. I drew them the other day as well. Anyway, I'm going to be drawing 2 people today, but I think I'm going to start with this one because Mr. Meeps Kitten has yet to tell me exactly what expression he wants. So I just made a basic expression. I will change it into anything that he wants right now. Otherwise, we're going to be drawing a Senjin. We're drawing a Senjin today. Asked me to make them not really medicine. What do you call it? Cheeky.
Smooching Nanuk.
Is that what you want? Pebbles! Hi, Pebbles. How you doing, Bean? I love you also. Thank you, Spidey. I appreciate it. Not every day on stream. Sometimes it's the VOD. Oh, I see. Okay. It's fine. You can be on the VOD. It's fine. I mean, you can like watch my VODs. It's okay. VOD's okay. As long as you enjoy the VODs. Because I don't think I'm really entertained. I mean, like, who here watches me as a VOD? I mean, please. Come on. Yeah, we all know that there's no one on YouTube, and I'm just speaking to, like, thin air on YouTube. It's fine. Oh, nice. Beeps later.
973 wants to know what chat smells like.
Smell like curry. Spices. That's what I had this morning, actually. I had some curry this morning. It wasn't really curry. It was more like, I forgot what the name of the type of rice it is. But it's like a curry rice.
Chat wants a close-up.
I mean, like, a rice with curry is exactly the standard. But, I don't know. Biryani or something like that. What do you want? A close-up? I'm trying to draw here. You want me to... Listen, I have 2 artworks I need to do before the end of the stream. I have to line art it. I have to color it. I have to shade it. I have to finish it. All right? All right? Backlog is kind of like out of control. Yesterday after stream, I didn't have a nap. I went to play Minecraft. I went to play Minecraft until like 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm doing myself a disservice, I swear. Warrior Rockstar Wolf. Squeaks. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Heroes community. I hope you enjoy your stay here at Page Fast Nuts. Woo came into a close-up to art. That's how it is. That's how it is sometimes. People like close-ups, apparently. They're like, oh, I'm gonna watch this this art stream. Oh, what is this art stream? That's not art. That's just somebody close up to the screen. How's this art? I mean, it could be an art form. I mean, isn't it what you call performance art? I'm a performance art. Huh. Am I art piece means? I might be. I mean, I'm an author. Authors are art pieces. I think they are.
Public service announcement at dead ___ guy cute. PSA over.
Dead ___ dead guy is cute. PSA are over. I see. You should just separate the names so that the TTS can, you know, pronounce the words correctly without saying underscore. Otherwise, it's going to be like that. It's too many underscores, though. It's not even 2. It's more than 2, so it's too many. I don't know why we call it too many, because TOO. English is weird. English is hella weird. Just happens that English is weird. Blue flakes. Just happens that English is weird. Just happens that Blue Flakes is a cutie pie. Huh? That's what happens. Hey, this is Azure. Hi, Bead. How you doing? You having a good day? I'm hoping that I can finish both these artworks today, because I really need to. Okay. If I'm gonna play Minecraft with my fiance tomorrow, I'm gonna need to do this. But the head bust's almost over. After today, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 left. Well, technically 7 left. Well, technically 5 left, because 2 of the beans are like,
Chris is here.
I don't have a ref sheet. I
don't
have a ref sheet. My character's not done yet. You can't leave mine, so it should be lost. And I'm like, okay. You don't have to do mine at all if you don't want her. And I'm just like, I'll do yours. Just let me know. Let me know. I don't want to tell you right now what to do because I don't have the ref sheet. So I'll get that first. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I know somebody in chat right now. Well, not really in chat, just watching the stream in the background, probably. Or probably in chat as well. It's one of the beats that said that. And I love you, Bean. I'm just teasing you. No, guys, how you doing today? I'm doing good, Gontrop. How you doing? And hi, Falco. Does anyone else have a problem where Twitch decides to not register you watching the stream? Or is it just me? Well, it takes like 5 minutes of you watching the stream to be able to be registered as a username in the chat, if that's what you're saying. Falco. It's not really a problem, it's just Twitch's update system with the chat function is rather slow, because it would be bad if it was updating every second, because that will use too much network for everything. Soup said it can't be wrong. Oh, the PSA. Listen, you guys make Soup say things, okay? It's not my fault. It's not Soup's fault, okay? It's not Soup's fault that dead guy is a cutie pie. Dave Kai. Is it Dave Key or Dave Kai? I'm pretty sure it's Dave Key. It's like Key, like as in small, as in like the Dutch or Afrikaans version for small, which is like JE, but in Afrikaans we also have Key. Like when you say a small dog, we say hoinky. 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 He's paid to say things, that's true. Hey, Raven Wild, how you doing, man? Well, my 75 stream streak is broken, and I'm sure I was here for your stream yesterday. And it will pop up.
It's been 9 months.
It will pop
My
up.
goodness.
Lance, you and 29EO, 9 months today. How dare you guys? Lance, how dare you have a Twitch baby with me? Oh my god. Have you been pregos for the last 9 months? Lance, have you been pregos for the last 9 months? We had a Twitch baby. What should we name our baby? Stinky. Because half skunk, right? Because skunks are stinky, right? What are you implying, the skunks are stinky? I've seen it on cartoons all the time. All right? Skunks are stinky. I figured stinky because half-heart. Wow! No, I figured stinky because half freaking skunk. Otter's not stinky. You're stinky. What are you, an otologist? Key is pronounced key, like as in the lock, and it means cow in Middle English. It does? Key means cow? In Middle English? What's Middle English? The hell's like Middle Ages? The Dark Ages? The Middle Ages? The Middle Ages English? I haven't heard that term before. Maybe I should tell, like, what do you call Kingdom Come Deliverance people that they can't call them cows, you have to call them keys because it's Middle English. Well, it's not really Middle Ages, I guess it's after the Enlightenment Age, but you know what I mean. I wonder if that's where Simreg calling tons of animals key comes from. But who the hell's Simreg? The hell's a Simreg? Simreg? Why does it sound like some dictator? Who the hell's Simreg? Technically quarter skunk, seen as I'm half skunk. What the? Oh, the baby? I don't know. Maybe like all the genes came from me. Huh? I don't know how biology works. I don't know how DNA works. Okay. Listen, I know there's 2 chromosomes, and the 2 chromosomes could be like, I think it's like plus or minus. Is it like plus chromosome and negative? Like I don't know what type of chromosomes there are. Are they A and B chromosomes or 1 or 2 chromosomes? I know there's 2 chromosomes. And then they mix up like plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. I'm sure otters reproduce though. Mitosis, through mitosis. Maybe. You're gonna have to find out yourself, I guess. I ain't gonna spill our secrets. I don't know what my sister has to do with it, but they were my toes to begin with, sis. Get it? My toes, comma, sis. They're my toes, sister. I'm sure, pretty sure artists I'm pretty sure they have other ways. Wild Dave Key. Listen, this is a safe work stream. Okay. Why you barking me, Blue Flakes? That was a good pun, okay? That was a good pun. I used 2 brain cells to make that. I traded 2 brain cells for that joke, okay? Thank you very much. All right. My brain cells are going like, ah, yeah. You mean other ways? Oh my god. What is this conversation? Oh, 1 grew back? One of my toes? I wish my toes could grow back if I... How would you know if your toes don't grow back if you chop one off? Alright? Has anyone just volunteered to get their toe chopped off? Okay. I mean, like, it's a possibility. Could grow back. I don't know. I don't know physics too well, but I feel like physics can do anything, right? Alright, have you ever heard the word, the term, what was that term again? Sorry, like, I blocked a term for some reason. I don't know where that came from. Like my toe. Yeah, this is the term. Have you ever heard the terminology, or the term, mind over matter? Alright, whatever you call it, the phrase, mind over matter. Alright. What if your toe can grow back? You just need the willpower to do so. Don't chop off your toe. Don't chop off your toe, Beans. All right, I know there's some beans in chat that go like, oh, maybe I should be able to chop off my toe. And then they end up doing it. And then they blame me for their toe not coming back. Listen. It's called common sense, all right? Common sense, all right? You must learn common sense, Beans, okay? Don't chop off your toe because the streamer said so, all right? Don't do it. If you don't abide it don't matter. Did you know that your pinky toe is the most useless toe on your feet? We don't even need it. We don't even need it. Your pinky toe is very useless. I mean, you chop it off, nothing's going to happen to you. Besides the fact that you might get, like, you know, medical problems if you chop it off yourself and then you get rushed to hospital. I mean, like, you could have, like, clots and stuff. So don't do that yourself. But if you get lopped off, it's fine. It's fine. All right? You won't miss it. You won't even know it's gone. Okay, but the only time you'll know when it's gone is when you stub your pinky toe when you don't have a pinky toe and go like, man, that would have hurt if your pinky toe was still there. If my pinky toe was still around, that would have hurt. But it didn't because he had the pinky toe chopped off. So it was like, hey! It's like me in my life. If I get chopped off, no one will care. No, I'm joking. Some balance issues. No balance issues. Your pinky toe has no clear evidence to balance issues. Well, now you can tell me I should have common sense. Aw. It's a main influence in balance of feet. Is it true you cut off your big toe, you lose your balance? Yes. Okay. Your big toe, yes. But your pinky toe, it's useless, okay? Your pinky toe doesn't really do much. All right. There's people in the world where their pinky toes. All right. If this was your feet, okay, that looks like kind of stupid. Their pinky toes kind of go up like that. Okay. It's so useless that some people have pinky toes up like that. Okay, and it does nothing to their balance. It's just like that. My grandmother used to have that. I think it's like that because a lot of ladies back in the day, and probably still around, wore like high heels, and those high heels probably like pointed their feet over time and broke their little toes. You know, high heel fashion is like deadly, man. You've seen that stuff. It looks so uncomfortable. Incredibly uncomfortable. I wouldn't put my feet in there. I did though when I was younger. You know, when I was younger, I used to put on my grandmother's high heels and walk around and pretend I was a model. Oh, I mean, like, imagine one day being gay one day. Like, imagine that. I don't think my grandmother could have ever predicted it. Very deadly to comfort, yeah. Yeah, yep. That was me. Listen, I wanted to strut around on high heels and go like,
Peter Matthews
look at me, I'm so
007
pretty.
wants you to flip the birdie at them.
Is that what you want? And now you have an otter model. That's true. Listen, I don't think I'll ever wear high heels as an adult. After a while, it seemed like all the evidence towards like how it destroys your feet. Yeah, I think no. I think no. That fashion is too not really nice for you. All right. Care about your health more than your appearance. Honestly. Mango Wagon, I got my hoodie yesterday. How did you enjoy your hoodie, sweet bean? You like the hoodie, bee? Why are you throwing things at me, cack infant? Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. I used to have a dragon persona when I was younger. It was my first persona. Everyone's like, it's not a persona, it's a scaly. And I'm just like, it's still a persona, it's a part of the furry fandom. Okay, shut the fuck up. Alright. Separating people based on the type of freaking characters they have is absolutely the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Alright, I've said that since the beginning of my journey. Alright, being a furry. Alright, you call yourself a scaly, you're still a furry. Alright, it doesn't matter. Stop calling yourself a scaly, you're a furry. Alright, I mean, you can if you want to. But stop segregating species, man. It's disgusting. Raya, toxic. Dragons are best. They are best. Oh, caps are. That's fine.
Hey man, I'll tell you doing I was grumpy yesterday because I didn't know how my friends were doing because of the hurricane in Florida.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bean. I'm sorry, Peter Matthews. I hope they're okay now. Did they contact you and tell you that they're okay? I hope so. But yeah, not to like, you know, bash down on like other species of like furries. I just think it's a little silly that you want to segregate two different communities based on the fact that you're a dragon. Or what was the other one? If you're an aquatic species, you're not a furry either, you're something else. I'm just like, you're still a furry. A furry is an anthropomorphic animal, all right? An animal constitutes as anything between mammals to fish to freaking insects. An anthropomorphic means human-like, all right? So, like, as in, they can talk like a human being, they can walk like a human being, they can interact like a human being. Anthropomorphic, okay? It can be any of those or all of them at the same time. All right, that's what a furry is. Not because they have fur in the name. It's that, just now you're going to tell me that armadillos aren't furries. Because they didn't have any fur. Wait, do they have fur? Do armadillos have fur? I don't think they have fur. Do they have fur? No, they. A sphinx cat. Okay, it's like you're going to say a sphinx cat is not like a furry because they didn't have any fur. A watery, no. Minuscule in areas, yes. Have you seen a pangolin? Yes, I have seen a pangolin. I was first introduced to a pangolin in the worst way possible. You want to know how I was introduced to a pangolin? I watched South Park. And if you know what episode that is, I'm just like, yeah. Hi, it's my birthday tomorrow. We'll come around tomorrow and I'll sing you happy birthday. How about that? Prince Astolis. Oh, no. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. That's exactly how I was introduced to a pangolin. I didn't know what a pangolin was. I was like, that looks like an armadillo. But it's not an armadillo. It's a pangolin. Okay. It doesn't look like an armadillo completely. But by the look of it, if you looked at it... If you squinted at it and looked at it from a distance, you could constitute it as an armadillo. That would be amazing. I'll try to remember. Thank you. You come around, and then I'll be like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. That's what I'll be like. I remember the guy that tried with a bullet ricocheted back at him. Uh-oh. That's not good. Can you try until Aki that it's my birthday tomorrow when you all stream? You can tell him tonight. You'll be streaming. You can tell him tonight. Tell him tonight. Greetings from the abyss. Hi, Sea Salt. It's been a while, Sea Salt. Where have you been, Sea Salt? Don't you like art, Sea Salt? Do you think art is not great, Sea Salt? And listen, Bean, Sea Salt likes a particular character from the furry
mode
fandom.
Activated.
Can you guess who? Can you guess who that character is? Can you guess? Can you? Can you guess? Can you? Can you? 80s Azure. Can you guess it? Obviously, they like my character, Joe Swanson. Joe Baba. You mean Ron Swanson? Not Joe Swanson. It's Ron Swanson from Parks and Recreation. Da 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 da. Hi, Cooper Kanga. How's the finals? What is the finals? Wait, did I ask that question last time? Were you played the finals last time? I feel like you were. Hi, Cooper Kanga. Cooper Kanga. Kanga Cooper. Cooper Kanga. How's your stream, you sweet bean? And welcome in, Raiders. My name's Nook. I'm a variety streamer. I do art. Alright, art. Alright, this is art. I also do games, okay? You know what art is? Apparently, I say art weirdly, and I say arts. Like as in otters. Wrong. Arts and artists. I would say art weirdly to people and don't understand. It's art. 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 Do you want me to say art? Or art? Art. It's not art. It's art. Okay. You want me to say it like that? I don't remember when I was playing last time. I don't remember either. I feel like you were playing the finals, but I feel like I've asked that question before. What is the final? I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure I asked somebody that same question when they raided into me playing the finals. Sesteliat. 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 I don't know how to say that. You say it like I do. The finals is fun. Hi, Joshua. How you doing, man? Art. You know, art. A-R-T. How do you say art? How do you say art? Okay, I'm saying it. Art. And this is art. All right, art and art. Arts and arts. All right, arts and arts. Easy, simple. I'm enunciating it correctly. God damn it. Oh, art. You see what I mean? People are like, you say it auto correctly, and I'm like, I'm not saying auto. I'm saying art. The thing you draw. I spat on my screen because I screamed. It was quite disgusting. Sorry. I got tissues. I keep tissues next to my computer. And I think you know the reason why I keep tissues next to my computer. I mean, like, dudes, guys out there, you know exactly why you keep tissues next to the computer, right? Allergies, yeah, that's seasonal allergies. That's correct. It's seasonal allergies. Of course, I have seasonal allergies. Sometimes I'm a little snooty on stream, and then people get upset with me because they tell me, blow your nose, streamer, you need to. Disgusting. But you can hear me.
Welcome to this stream of
I
arts
sound
and
like
art.
I always have like arts and arts. Arts and art. No, arts and art. Arts and arts. Okay, easy, simple. Apparently, people don't know what the hell I'm saying. Maybe I need a new catchphrase. I might need a new catchphrase. Finals is an FPS shooter that kinda has a competitive sports theme, if that makes sense. Sure, it's the allergy. It's this and allergies. Of course it's the allergies. It's literally only for that. I cross my heart and hope to die. God can strike me down. And my mom can die in a grave if I lied a single time. Okay? So I'm telling you the truth. I don't use the tissues for anything else. Been a while. Hello, Mod Creep. It has been a while, you sweet bean. How dare you not come around my streams anymore? Think of it like soccer, but people watching you shoot each other for sport. Like paintball? Like paintball? Like, what was the other one? Laser tag? Like laser tag? You could have just said laser tag. That's a sport that you shoot each other with. Alright, isn't it? Esports the game. It's like it's esports the game. But esports constitutes a variety of different games. What do you mean? With a full-time job and a girlfriend now, it's been busy. Oh, I see, Mod Creep. I see. I pretended to have a beard, but I don't even have a beard in real life. Like, properly. Like this. I wish I had a beard like Iroh from The Legend of... Avatar The Last Airbender. That one. Not The Legend of Korra. Wish I had Iroh's beard. I mean, Iroh's also in, like, Korra as well. Cameos a little bit. I'd say play it to find out. No, doesn't sound like my cup of tea, alright? My cup of tea is simulation games. If you like simulation games, and you like just a little bit of art, and mostly horror games and like games and stuff like that in general, but just a little bit of art, consider following. Uncle Iroh is the best character written ever. That's true. That's true. That's true. I think Iroh being a character, I think it was more the voice actor than it was the written character, because the voice actor sold him, and then he passed away. He passed away during his time playing as Iroh, and it's sad. And the one episode where he was like singing about his son and stuff like that, that was like one of the last things he like apparently said. Apparently, I think. I don't know. I heard a story about that. Maybe he's alive. I don't know. No, I think he passed away during it. 95% of life advice comes from Iroh. I mean, if you like that, I guess you would like philosophy, because that was literally all he was saying. It was philosophy, like advice in philosophy. I don't know. No, he passed away. It's really sad. But he did an incredible job as a voice actor. And he's fully remembered for it, too. Leaves from the Vine. Yeah, that song. That episode makes me cry still. I think it makes everyone cry. It's called Little Soldier Boy, I think. That's what the song is. It just starts with leaves from the vine, moving so slow, something like that. I can't remember it. Like tiny something shells, something like that. The episode makes crap. I'm so confused. Sea Salt, have you not watched Avatar: The Last Airbender? Have you not done yourself? If you haven't watched The Last Airbender, like the series, not talking about the movie, not talking about the Netflix new series, because that one sucks too, all right? They depicted Iroh like just a normal uncle with like no humor, and he has nothing. He was just like, oh, tough and nails. It's not Iroh. I feel like the series fell off the wagon on Netflix. Oh, we want to make a Game of Thrones like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh no, why don't people like it anymore? I thought they cared about woke stuff and stuff instead of character development. Yeah, I'm very upset with them. All right, the series is a freaking flop. Their pacing was okay, but the way they wrote the story is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. I literally switched it off like a few episodes in, trying to think that, oh, is Iroh actually gonna make any antidotes or any jokes or anything? Nope. Not at all. He didn't do anything. Everything's bloody and gory now. Woo, it's like another director trying to make Game of Thrones again, using another show that isn't Game of Thronesy, because they want to make it cool. No. Just keep it the way it was, you know? Make soccer into what do you call it? A guy that is anti-feminist. I forgot what anti-feminism is. A sexist douchebag, and that develops into a person that cares about women. Because that's character development. You can't just have him like and care about anything and be like the most woke character ever. No one's gonna relate to him. A fascist? No, a sexist. A misogynistic. Yeah, a misogynist. A misandrist is when somebody dislikes. No, he didn't. He wasn't a misogynist. He didn't dislike women. He was just sexist. He just thought women needed to do things like braid and cook and all that kind of stuff that sexist thinks that women have to do. It's not a misogynist. Misogynist is when you absolutely despise women, and a misandrist is when you absolutely despise men. No, I'm talking about sexism, like actual sexism. Like, I'm talking about generalized thinking. I don't know. Some YouTube comments be like that. It's true. But the fact that they didn't make him into a character that develops and is like pretty. The thing is, like, in a lot of series that I've watched growing up, always the most hated character turning good or turning into a good character, like having some development. Those characters are always the most memorable ones because we care about them. We care about seeing them go from somebody we don't like to somebody we do like. I love those type of characters. And I mean, like, Sokka was always like like a person that everyone liked, but like he was a sexist until like later on. I think it took him like 3 episodes to stop being a sexist. Because as soon as he got to Kyoshi Island and he started like challenging the woman there and knowing that he wasn't like the strongest warrior out there and he wanted to be trained by the Kyoshi warriors, then he started thinking, oh, women can be stronger than men. Women can do things that men can't. Things like that. I feel like those two terms are switched. Those terms get conflated. What's conflated? Wait, what is the term for the spicy man? Misandrist. It's a misandrist, right? Misogyny is when is the dislike of women, and misandry is the dislike of men. Confused with each other, kinda. Are you sure? Hi, Scaly. How's Stream, Scaly? How is Throne and Liberty, Scaly? What is that? Hi, Scaly. You got it. Got what? Got what? And the only reason I know the two terms is because of RibWorld, because in RibWorld you have like traits of characters, and sometimes they're a misogynist and sometimes they're misandrist. So that's why I was like, what's a misandrist? Oh, that's what that term is. I understand the terms now. New game I'm liking so far. What's about, Bean? Beans, go check out Drogon Scaly here on Twitch.tv. They're an amazing bean that deserves all the love and support, so go give them love and support right now. Go follow them. Press their hearts at the top of the screen. Anyway, I was talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender, though. I feel like a lot of characters in there developed, and the reason why we like them is because they developed into this. Like, Katara ended up hating people in the Fire Nation because of what they did to her mom, but always tried to be reasonable and understanding that there are innocent people, but it always challenged her quite a lot until she faced the man who killed her own mother, and then she chose the side of forgiveness than anything else. So she took that anger out on a lot of people, including Zuko. And I mean, I guess you could like blame Zuko for a lot of things, because I mean, like, he was a messed up freaking prince. I love that series so much. I don't even know if Zuko character develops inside the series, the Netflix series, because I didn't get that far. And obviously I wouldn't get that far because it's still the first season. But like, you can easily play a character that hates everything and gets angry and wants their honor back. That's easy to play, because like at least there's no wokeness when it comes to that. You're just an angry person at that point. So like, there's nothing unwoke about being an angry person. It's just you just need to stop blaming the world for your own problems, things like that, and like face your own path, and that's cool and all. But like, why make Sokka into a regular dude? Why make him into a regular dude? I want to see him character develop, man. Everyone has flaws. No one's perfect. You don't have to cater to people online because they go like, oh, we don't like sexism and all that kind of stuff. Of course, no one likes sexism, but everybody likes to see a redemption story, you know? A redemption arc. Everybody loves redemption arcs. And also teaches us, or teaches other people who are sexist, that sexism isn't really necessary in the world. But instead, you just bring in another character, boring-ass character, into a series now. And you just playing them out. Redemption arcs, done well, are great. I feel like Sokka did a great job with it.
99 wants to know what chat smells like.
You smell like redemption arcs. Anyway, we're moving on. What was I saying? I feel like Zuko had a great redemption arc. That was really good. I feel like Iroh had the best twists in the series. I wouldn't say Aang really had too much of a redemption arc. He was just more of a kid, a goofy kid in the show. And I mean, like, he was the main protagonist, but like, I wouldn't say like he changed much. He was just more like, oh, I get more powers, I get stronger, have to defeat this Fire Lord, defeated Fire Lord. He didn't really learn anything. He never really changed. He was still like a goofy kid up until the end. All the changes were just a part of, like, you know, his responsibility to be the Avatar. I feel like Zuko had the biggest change and the most amazing, like, freaking character development in the entire series. Zuko's goated for the amount of character development and how quick it happened. I mean, like, the thing is, it didn't happen quickly. It happened slowly because time and time again, he was challenging his heart and his mind because he wanted to impress his dad, right? And his dad would never be impressed with him, but at the same time, when he got his honor back and he sat by the side of his father, he still felt like he never really redeemed his honor. So you found out the hard way that his honor is just himself, like, and his choices and his understanding of the world and what he needs to deem as right, good and evil. Technically a few months, but I mean, it's like 1 year. The whole series, the three seasons. All right, that depicts one whole year in the entire series. So yeah, Aang ran away from his responsibility of being the Avatar. He did. But that was like the beginning, and then he didn't want to run away again. That was it. That was it. And he didn't run away again. Well, he did, but he didn't. It's just like, yeah, he ran away from his responsibility of being the Avatar, but at the same time, do you think it was his fault? At the time, he was forced into a war when he was still young, and he never even developed any of the other bending abilities. He was like forced to be an Avatar in a war that he couldn't fight against. I think his destiny wasn't to run. It was for him to run away at that moment so that he could sleep for 100 years. I don't think he actively. I think it's just destiny was that, you know, at the end of it. Like, a lot of changes in the world would have happened. I mean, the airbenders would still be alive and stuff like that, but I don't think he was ready to face anything at the time, including the Fire Lord. At that moment, he woke up before he like chambered himself in ice. That whole show is perfect in my opinion. The comedy to the sad parts, the fight scenes, very good. I think the comedy was really good, especially when you have like different characters that have different personalities, and they kind of have conflicting humor with it. So it's kind of like they had a lot of anti-humor, and I enjoyed that. I mean, like, there was this one episode, I think it was like season 3 or something, where they are on Ember Island. That was the island that Zuko and his sister, I forgot what his sister's name is, and all of them were like vacationing. But the third season had Aang and all of them when Zuko joined the group on that island, and they went to that play where they would watch themselves or watch what everyone else thought their adventures were about. And most of the time it was like, oh, it was on par with what they were doing. during their adventures. And then they got, like, Toph was talking about, like, oh, all these people's personalities sounds exactly the same. Like, Aang being depicted as a girl, and Katara being played as somebody who's crying and desperate. And then they were like, that's not me. What are you talking about? And then Sokka just being a ditz the whole time. And Toph was like, that was so true. And they got to, like, intermission, and then Toph came into the next intermission. And everyone was, like, looking at Toph like, you're playing as a dude, a really strong dude. And she was like, yeah! And then they start talking about, like, I don't see with like you guys do, but I do see with my voice. And then start screaming out like a bat. And then she's like, it's fucking hilarious, man. She was like, oh, that's so awesome. I want to be able to see with my voice. I don't know. Azula, yeah, that's Zuko's sister, Azula. Man, the ending season and her unraveling so quickly was, like, the most, I don't know, it was the best freaking acting of a cartoon character I've ever seen. Like, her seeing her mother in the mirror while she's, like, banishing everyone around her was just, I don't know, it just her unraveling. It just made me go like, man, I feel so bad for her, but, like, she was battling her own, like, demons at the time. I love King Booby. King Booby was pretty good too. I don't think he was a king, because the Earth King was the other guy with the bear called Bosco. He was the Earth King, and he went to travel around, but Boomy was, I guess he was a king of a city, and that was, what was the city's name again? Oh, you know, that specific city I'm thinking about? In the Netflix series, they completely changed it. They completely changed their whole Earth Kingdom city into something completely different. They called it the Eastern Air Temple, which is not the Eastern Air Temple, it's a completely different place. And they just put it together, the Earth Kingdom and the Eastern Temple together, and they put, like, 3 of the main characters in the show in that city. And I was just like, they don't belong there. He doesn't belong there. That guy doesn't belong there. What are you talking about? And they were like, oh, this city has, like, Earth Kingdom stuff, but we also have Air Temple stuff around. I was like, no. What are you doing? And if you watch the freaking Netflix series, and I think it's like the 2nd or 3rd episode. That's the 3rd episode. It must be the 3rd episode. It was the third episode. It's so wrong. It's so gross. The development, the pacing in that was so bad. They put in, like, 10 episodes of like season 1 all into one episode, and it was so bad. So what? Bar Sensei is, like, the main capital, but I'm talking about Bar Sensei. I'm talking about the other capital, not the capital, but, like, the other city that Boomy was a part of. I guess it was King Boomy. But I wouldn't call him a king if he's not really the king of the Earth Kingdom. But he is an Earth Kingdom king. It's kind of weird. I think, what was Omashu? Omashu? I think that's what the city was named.
You adorable
Omashu.
otter. I shall apply head pats and a hug. Before it gets asked,
Omashu.
I'm doing all right. I'm just staring at Sparking Zero while waiting for it to unlock so I can play it.
Yeah, Omashu. Yeah, it's Omashu. Omashu. Hello, Dust. How you doing, you sweet bean? Staring at Sparking Zero while waiting for it to unlock so I can play it. I hope you enjoyed it, sweet bean. Cramming everything to one episode, the exact same mistake Shaman made with the Avatar movie. I never watched that. I think I did watch a little bit of it, but I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand the beginning part. I literally switched it off. I didn't watch that at the theaters because everyone talked about it being bad. I literally understand why people walked out of the theater. By the way, I know the spelling is wrong, but I don't remember. I don't know either. Omashu. It's Omashu is like, you're technically correct, but I think it's Omar and Shu Because as far as I remember, the reason why that city exists is because it's the first Earth Kingdom city. Even though it's not the capital city, it's still the first Earth Kingdom city to ever come around, because there were two people, Omar and Shu, and they were part of two conflicting villages, and they went into like some mountain next to Omar Shu, and they learned how to earthbend from the badger moles. And one day, I think Shu ended up dying in a war between the two villages. So Omar ended up like doing earthbending and like declaring the war between the two villages ended. As she was like the most powerful person around this. She was the first airbender. Well, two people were first airbenders. And yeah, then they renamed the two villages into Omar Shu. I think it was like that. That was it. First earthbender, yes. I like the whole that whole episode as well because it's so memorable. Everybody remembers Secret Tunnel. That was the episode. That's the episode where you learn about Omar Shu. Secret Tunnel. Yeah, I remember that. Also, there's tons of lore. You know, when I first watched the episode, I thought it was like a filler episode because it felt like a filler episode until it got to like the canonity of like the first Enderbenders. And I was just like, man, that's one way to make an episode. Them getting trapped into a cave, and then love is brightest when in the dark. That was a beautiful quote that I remember from it. And then they had to switch off all the lights and they could find their way out of the tunnels. Love is brightest in the dark. It was so cute. Man, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the best series. I mean, like, I love Digimon stuff, but I love a series that has excellent character development, excellent story up until the end, and ends where it needs to end. It's nothing more. I like a series where when it ends, you wish there was more. But if you get more, then it's gonna be bad. I didn't really like The Legend of Korra though, but I know it's canon. The Legend of Korra is canon. The reason I didn't like it is because it became exceptionally technological, and I didn't like the technology. It felt nice, just, you know, having kingdoms that weren't technological and you just like have adventures and little stories in there. Felt interpersonal. But when you have like a big city and then you start having like, I don't know, like politics and stuff put into a series, it just kind of feels off. I don't know if it makes sense to you. I mean, like, we deal with that on a daily basis and we relate to it, I guess. But like, we don't want to hear politics, man. I don't really care about like politics and wars and stuff like that. We watch cartoons to escape, not get more into it. I want fantasy. I want stories. I want to feel like when I finish an episode, I want to feel my heart fulfilled, and I want to feel like I've learned something through the episode. You know, and the best episodes are the ones where you learn things. Legend of Korra was okay, and yeah, it seemed overly complicated parts of the show. I remember each episode went into the next, like, chronology, that one. Korra felt weak because it didn't really do enough with the technology and spiritualism duality. It really didn't. I get where they were going with that, but I want to be very honest. I wanted to hear more about how Aang developed. What was the city called? I can't remember what the city was called in Legend of Korra. I watched that series like twice. I watched the Avatar: The Last Airbender like 7 times, but I haven't watched like Korra that much. Something city. I don't know. Aang apparently made the city so that there could be a union with all benders and all nations. I can't remember what it was called. Republic City. That's it. Republic City. I want to hear about his... Oh, you know what I really want to hear about? I want to hear about how Zuko found his mother, because they reference it in the series, but they never really talked about it. They never really... Like, you know, We never really heard about anything about it. I want to hear about Zuko's mob and his adventure finding him. And apparently it's like an epic tale as well. I remember the Katara, the old version of Katara in The Legend of Korra, saying it was like an excellent tale, then she got interrupted. I want to hear about that. I want to hear about like all the amazing things that Aang did after the Fire Nation war, blah blah blah. After taking down the Fire Lord. We didn't really take down the Fire Lord, did you? What are you doing it? I think he like took his powers away or something. Something like that. Because he was conflicted in himself and he didn't want to kill anyone. He didn't want anyone to die. And he battled with himself for a long time until he found a solution. He wouldn't take his life, he would take his bending away. He did by removing his bending ability. I think that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's pretty cool. I think in The Legend of Korra, I can't remember too much about it. I think they talked about the history of like the sea lion turtles and all the original like the original things that gave bending to the world. I want to hear more about that. I want a whole story about that. I want a story about like, I don't know, one of the other avatars before Aang came along. I want to know about that. Confronts, not confections. Well, confections are pretty good too. The last part of the Avatar where the Fire Lord was in jail, Zuko confesses, confronts his dad. The last thing he says is, "Where is my mother?" Always gives me chills. I want to hear about that. I want to hear a story about that. I know that the writers and directors of the Avatar: The Last Airbender are working on a new series, but I'm not quite sure how far they are with it. And I think it's going to be on HBO. But they're working on the series, a canonized series by themselves. All right, and so they're working on something new. I want to hear more about that. I want more like Avatar: The Last Airbender series. Yeah, I think it's in the comics. Oh, really? Yeah. I haven't really read any of the comics. Hi, Lollybob. How you doing, you sweet bean? There are comics about Zuko's mother from the original author. Really? I didn't know about that. The side series where he follows Zuko for like a season of him finding his mom. Made it into a cartoon. I like cartoons. I like reading comic books too, but there's something nice about voice acting and just watching cartoons. I've always liked cartoons. I remember when I was younger, my grandmother came into my room and into the living room and said my name and followed by, "You're like 13 years old now. Why you shouldn't be watching cartoons still?" And I was like, "I really like cartoons. I think they're really good." And she was like, "Okay." Whatever gets you out of trouble, I guess. But I've never stopped liking cartoons. I feel like cartoons, like, there's just something about it, something magical about creating a 2D character on the screen and making a story out of that. It seems whimsical and fantastical, and I love those whimsical, fantastical 2D cartoons. 3D cartoons can't really... 3D doesn't really resemble too much of that, unless it's like a Disney film or something. But like, I'm talking about like long-ass series. I mean, I think I've been watching on and off over the years. What is that series called? The Dragon Prince? That has a lot of 3D in it, if it's not 3D in itself. But it has like a 2D element to it. The only problem is that it feels like the frames are like 2 frames per second. It feels a little bit weird with that, but the story is excellent. So I want more. I want like more cartoons that are just 2D that have excellent stories. I know. I think it was the 3rd arc of Cartoon Network with Adventure Time and like and Regular Show and all that kind of stuff. I know like Regular Show seems like a bit of like a field trip and stuff like that, but I don't know, something about it was just really fantastical. I think the Gumball, what is it again? The Amazing World of Gumball was also the third section of Cartoon Network. Also pretty good. I like adult humor as well, putting two cartoons. They're very subtle, but it's really fun just to watch. It's a Saturday morning escapism. Exactly. Cartoons are great. Only so much you can do with real people. It's true. I never got too much into Gumball. Gumball is just like, if you want to watch an episode, or like want to watch like quite... I mean, like after a while, the whole series has like characters that end up developing. So there is some development inside of it. But like, what I mean is, it's pretty good. Adventure Time was probably one of those series that surprised me the most. At first, I thought it was just going to be like a humorous cartoon, kind of like regular show, but it turned into like actual canon storylines that ended amazingly. I grew up watching old Cartoon Network, Dexter's Lab. I did too. It was Samurai Jack. That was the second generation of Cartoon Network. First generation was like Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, freaking Powerpuff Girls. And then the second generation is like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Samurai Jack, and all that kind of stuff. Third generation was like regular show and Adventure Time. And I think, what was that other show? I never really watched it, but people said it was really good as well. It reminded me of SpongeBob, but it was instead of like in the sea, it was on a dock with a captain. I can't remember fucking name. I can't remember the name because I haven't really watched the show. But the kid goes like "Kiap" when he talks about like the one character in it. I haven't watched the show. Okay, I was in university at the time. I didn't have time for that. I didn't have time to watch that show, man. Chowder was one of them, but it's not Chowder I'm thinking of. It was something else. Chowder. I think that was a different show completely. Chowder was the kid that was purple with the purple weird hat. But I'm thinking of the kid that had like the sailor's outfit on and had the rosy cheeks with the blonde hair. Thinking of that one. Is that Chowder? I feel like Chowder's the other one, the one with the purple kid. There's a few episodes of Gumball. So far, my favorite episode is the Puppets episode. I haven't watched too many episodes, and I watched it a very long time ago. But it was really good. Like, when I did watch it, I laughed a hell of a lot. That show was really good, with humor. I can see the character you're describing, but the name isn't coming to mind. The name isn't coming to mind, too. I can't remember it. Camp Lazlo. I think that was second generation. I remember Camp Lazlo. The reason why I say second generation is because there are cartoons that I sat in front of the TV and watched. There are cartoons where I listened to in the background while playing computer games during high school. And then there's cartoons I know about during my university days. And then there's cartoons that I don't know about during my professional days and me streaming. Flapjack. That's the name. The kid's name was Flapjack. That's what it was. Thank you, June Sakai. You sweet bean. Flapjack was the name. I'm not gonna say the whole name, though. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Why do they have such long names for shows after a while? The Amazing World of Gumball. Hi there, Maple. How you doing? Can I have a shout out to Maple Doe, please? Hi, Maple. How you doing, Maple? How's the married life, Maple? Wait, did you do the wedding yet? I don't know if you did the wedding yet. I know Meep's Kitten did the wedding. Well, they didn't really do a wedding. It looked like one of those weddings that you have at a town hall. Those ones. Very nice. It was very sweet. The House of Married Life. And then there was Nickelodeon, the game channel. Why were their Beavis so angry? That was a good show.
Lovely and deserve so much more. They love you all.
I mean, Avatar: The Last Airbender is Nickelodeon. I can't listen to the Nickelodeon thing anymore after watching that documentary series. I'm like so appalled by how Nickelodeon mismanaged children in the Hollywood industry. It was disgusting. I cannot. I watched that documentary. I was just like, I feel sick just thinking about my childhood being completely ruined through that. I'm getting married like beeps next Friday. Next Friday. Oh my god, next Friday. How's the pre-married life? How's the pre-married life, you sweet bean? Maples also I'm getting married too, but we need to get approved by the government. We have to get approved by the US government first. Hi, Lugly. I'm doing good. How about yourself? Just got the hoodie. Yay! Yay, I'm glad that you did, you sweet bean. Thank you for telling me that you didn't get the hoodie. Because they didn't know that it was being stuck. It was stuck with UPS or something like that. I can't remember what the delivery service was. This stuff has always been a problem in Hollywood. It's just coming out more these days. I know. I just wish people weren't disgusting, you know? In the Hollywood industry. I wish there was like a way to protect... Like, I wish there was like a law or something to protect children in the Hollywood industry. Because that was disgusting, man. All those things those people went through. No wonder a lot of them are messed up later in life. I feel so bad. I feel like Miley Cyrus also went off the deep end because of Disney. I feel like she did. I feel like the only reason she went off the deep end completely was because she was stuck in a contract with Disney, like forever. And to get out of it, she had to like do something to make herself look really bad. And then Disney just went like, nope. And then she was like, finally I'm free, but she lost her reputation through it. I feel like that's her story. I don't know if that's actually her story, but every time I look at it, I always think, I don't think she did this on purpose. I don't think she did this by accident. I think she did this on purpose. A reason behind everything. It certainly is something. Debbie arrives at my place in 3 days. Yay! Are they moving? Yeah, beat. That stuff has always been a problem, yeah. Hi, Log Lee. How does it fit you, sweet bean? Doing okay, the Duke. We'll send pics tomorrow. Got a D&D to go to. Oh. Enjoy your D&D, sweet bean. Have fun. Even though it's Thursday and you probably should be at work and not playing D&D. Hi, Logly, we miss you. Hi, Logly. Come back more often. Hi, Logly, I miss you. I miss you. Also, it's been an hour now. We need to finish up this artwork. We have another artwork to do after this, so we have to finish this one up. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. I don't work on Fridays, but it's Thursday. Wait, is it Thursday? It's Thursday. Hi, Logley. It's Thursday. Wait, it's 4 o'clock, so you're probably finished work now. She's going to start moving some of her belongings in, but gradually, only because we still have to go through in the immigration process. Ah. I know it's incredibly difficult to get into Canada if you're not a native resident. When I mean native resident, I mean people who were born, raised, lived there, you know, citizenship, everything. It's incredibly difficult. I went to a seminar on like the hardest immigration countries you can get into, and Canada was like #1. Canada is exceptionally hard to get into. You have to really be working there properly, you need to marry there, things like that. It was the past work time. Oh. Well, enjoy your D&D, sweet bean. Have a good day. Don't let your character die now. Don't make mistakes. All right? Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Or don't
Sonic
do everything that I
97,200
wouldn't
has sent
do.
you a care package.
Don't do anything I do, okay? Well, then we'll be married and it'll be a faster process. Yeah. I'll be a squeak. That's not a care package. Good luck with the endeavors. The endeavors. Indubitably. I can't wait to get married to Aki. We're still waiting for the government to say yes or no. Once they say yes, and they send us the paperwork, I'll be able to go and get myself a visa from the local embassy here in South Africa. And then once I'm there, and I've got that, I'm going to start moving all my stuff over to America using a moving company, which will probably cost me an arm and a leg. Because moving furniture overseas, you either have to go for a really expensive company that does the job right, or a really bad company that might steal all your stuff because it's South Africa, and South Africa doesn't really have laws against anything. Well, they have laws against anything, but they're not going to do anything about it. Bye, bye. Ah, 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 ah. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Almost done with the line art here, methinks. Just need this, maybe a little bit of this. Up here. There we go. Hai Long Lee loves dragons. They wish they were a dragon, but they're a Beyblade. Did you know that? Did you know that Hai Long Lee is a Beyblade? Beyblade. I haven't watched that show, by the way. I just know the memes from it. Let it rip. If moving costs you an arm and a leg, what do you mean? If it, what do you mean if? Did you complete the sentence? Hai Long Lee. Arm and a la. Another. Make sure it's the left arm and the right leg. What about the
Rudder
left
mode
leg?
activated.
Do I need the left leg? Well, I need the left leg if I'm going to be, you know, sleeping in VR. Otherwise, it will look really strange. Unless I just put the tracker down where my leg would be. I'll be fine too. Then again, I could probably get a prosthetic. And then put it on the prosthetic. Honestly, way more comfortable than putting on your actual leg because, oh my god, those trackers like hurt sometimes. Especially underneath the feet. Alright, don't put the trackers around your inner thing, sole area of your foot. Because if you don't, because it can actually hurt the, like some of the ligaments and bones inside of your foot. It's actually really bad. Also, I am a dragon. No, you're a Beyblade. Beyblade, let it rip. I feel like an old man saying that because I have no idea how the song went. I didn't even know what the show was about. It was about people throwing tops inside of an arena and seeing if it killed the other top, I guess. Never watched the show. Very cute dog. You're a droid. Thank you, Cat Big. Pretty much. It was just that. It was just that. It was just people with deadly tops. I used to have a top when I was younger. Like as in...
Wikibum 2023 wants to know what chat smells like.
Smell like burnt souls. I don't know why. Just what I'm thinking of. Like burnt souls means. Why could I... Oh, I see. I pressed the wrong button. Bam! Not bleeding anywhere. It's probably not. We'll see if it is here. Perfect. Beautiful. A top. Yes. A top. That's what you call them. It's called a top. They look like this. They look like that. And they had like a little needle thing at the bottom. And they had this over here. Alright? And inside here, they were just grooves. And then you would like wrap a string around this thing. Alright? And then you throw it and you release it. Like you pull the string. And then it would land on the ground and spin on the ground. That's what a top is. Tell us what a top is. And then Beyblades became a thing. I think tops still exist. Like a kid's toy, you know? Just a silly little kid's toy, huh? I don't think there's been any harm with them either. They're very safe to use. And even like when they spin, you can just grab them as well. So I just watched a small video summary of Ursa, Zuko's mom from Avatar, and oh my god, the show only roughly scrapped the surface of her story. Pretty sad one. I wanna watch the series. I wanna watch a series on it. They should make a series of it. Okay. I don't care if it's in the comic book. Please make it into a series. Would be really great if you did that. Thank you. Thank you, Nickelodeon. I appreciate you. Not really. But I do. Not really. Bow. Bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. Da ba da ba ba bow. Ba ba da bow. Ba 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 ba. Bam bam.
Chad mode activated.
Oi! Why are you Chad moding? So I'm trying to color things in here. How dare you guys? Distracting me. Got any games on your phone? Therapy. Ba da ba da ba 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 da da. Ba 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 da ba ba. Hey, Thunder, why? You got games on your phone? I do have games on my phone. I got some games on my phone. It's mostly chess and stuff. Mostly things that people would find boring, but I don't find it boring. I find them really good because it's fun, okay? If you don't think it's fun, then I don't know what to tell you, okay? Bonk creep. Stabby, why are you bonking? Stabby, why? Thunder, are you enjoying the server, Thunder? Did you know Aki's playing Minecraft? He's playing on the server, Thunderbolt. Did you know that? Did you know Aki's playing on the server? But not on the server that you're playing. On the horror server, obviously, because they like horror. It's very good, though. I've been playing it, too. I want to play it more, but I have duties to attend to today. Duties. I have duties. Ba-da-ba. ba 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 da bow. Ba da ba da ba da ba. Thunderbolt, thank you for the tier 1 for 39 months, baby! You sweet beat, I appreciate you, Thunder. Thank you. Thank you.
Snappy Symphony is hugging Thunderbolt 95.
Oh, Snappy, why are you hugging Thunderbolt? What did Thunderbolt do now? What did you do, Thunderbolt? You're in trouble. You're in trouble, Thunderbolt. Loving you is so easy. Loving you is so easy. Loving you is so easy. Figured that he is playing the horror thing. He loves it. He actually loves it. He's like, love, you got me into Minecraft, love. And I was like, yeah, love, because Minecraft's good, love. Get good, love. Play Minecraft, love. And now he's playing Minecraft. He decided to go on his own, on his merry ways, somewhere else, far away from me. It's fine. It's fine. Go far away. It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to be around me. Apparently, just love me. I love Minecraft. Bug Creep, you should join us then. You should join us. Check the announcement section of the Discord. You should join us. You want to join? Oh my god. I'm on Creep. On my server. On my Christian Minecraft server. Oh my god. Ba, 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 ba. Loving you is so easy. We got Minecraft with the art. Oh my god, there's 2 servers. They all both in the same Minecraft category. The only problem is if you want to get into the server, you either have to be subscribed for at least 1 month for tier 2 or tier 3, or be an absolute regular on stream constantly. Be here like on a daily basis. Like regular. Then you can join into the server. And the only reason why I'm doing that is to protect people on the server from trolls and any beings that are meant to do harm, you know. Don't want anyone harmed on Minecraft. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna have to deal with it, and I'm gonna be like, ugh. I'm gonna have to edit the world and fix these regions so that people haven't lost their progress in the last hour. I don't want them to lose progress, otherwise they get so unhappy with me. Even though it was not my fault, it was like a griefer on the server. And then they leave the server, and then I'm like, I cry. That's what it is. I don't want to cry. I have been subbed. It's okay to join, even though I'm not much of a regular. I hate losing progress. I love making big bulls. You have to be a tier 2 or tier 3 subscriber. It's just to protect people. Because, like, you could be a tier 1 subscriber, but then you could also have gotten your subscription from a gifted sub, and then just came onto my server and just wreaked havoc. That's it. I might join at one point. More than welcome to. You like horror, Hein Longley? You want to play some horror Minecraft? It's actual horror Minecraft, too. Like, I'm not talking about, like, oh, spooky monsters and stuff like that. I'm talking about SCPs and scary monsters with big mouths and gnashing teeth and blood and gore and all kinds of stuff. No, thank you. Or you could play the other Minecraft server, which is modded Minecraft.
Best way to support the stream is to get streaming
no
cards.
Horror.
Check out
except
chat
there's
for
only
more
one
details.
horror in the basic one, but that's because I have Alex's mobs in there, and one of them is having a giant centipede, and you find the centipede underground. I haven't seen the centipede, but apparently other people did. And they were like, nope, and they ran away. Because that thing skitters towards you, like slithers towards you and stuff. It's kind of scary, and it doesn't make a sound either. So that's the only scary thing in the other server. But other than that, it's fine. The horror Minecraft server thing I like because it's kind of got this extra bit of challenge to it, where you can't sleep, mobs are like in droves, and zombies can knock down walls, like they can break through blocks and stuff like that. And while you're like mining, they just break through the blocks and then they run up to you and stuff like that. So it's a little challenging. I like the challenge. I like the challenge. The challenge to survive. And I survived so many times. You can make traps and stuff like that though. And turrets. I loved making turrets and then seeing all the zombies die in the background. And every time, like, they sense you, zombies can also sense you. If you're bleeding, they can literally smell your blood and then run up to you and try and eat you. So that's another thing in the horror Minecraft mod pack server thing. It's called Fear Nightfall, and I took away the Siren Head. Because Siren Head in that freaking mod pack sucks. All he does is just stand in a region and go, do, 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 do. The whole time. He doesn't despawn. He just makes footsteps. Crazy footsteps in the distance. And he's like, when I mean distance, I mean like you can detect him in a 250 block radius. Like, you can hear his sounds in a 250 block radius. It's a large cone of noise. And it's annoying as shit. Okay? I'd rather not hear his footsteps. I'd rather like to hear his footsteps if I'm, like, in a 20 block radius of him. I don't know. And also, he instantly kills you. But he has a health bar, so... I don't know. Siren Head in that mod pack is absolutely annoying. More than he is scary. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba. Oh, and also Herobrine's in that mod pack too. I've had a few times where I went outside my house and there was just a sign placed saying, I'm watching you. And then there's like a glowstone freaking portal and like little antidotes here and there of like Herobrine, and then you turn around and you see him for a split second before he disappears into thin air. So good. Once I'm home, I can do the tier 2. Oh, thank you, Bean. I appreciate that. I'm also trying to get the plus program again. Because I have it, but I want to maintain it. Because you can only have like the plus program for 1 year if you haven't maintained it for 3 months. Like I did in the beginning of this year. So if you guys want to play on the Minecraft server and also, you know, help me out. Tier 2 subscriber, Tier 3 subscriber. Tier 3 helps me with 6 points. And Tier 2 helps me with 2 points. So, whatever you want. If you want. Yeah, I know about the horror mods. It's great. I love the horror mods. It's fun. I want more people to play on the server. I think we have like 5 people on the horror mod pack server. But we have like 20 people on the classic one. Not classic. It's not really classic. It's modded still. But like, the one that's not horror. The other mod pack. And the other mod pack server is fun. Tier 3 is 6 points. Yes. Yes, indeed. Tier 3 is 6 points. Tier 2 is 2 points. And Tier 1 is 1 point. I love spooks. Oh, it's okay, Hylog Lee. Hylog Lee, you've been here for a very long time. You're already a regular on the server. So you can get it instantly. You've supported me a lot in the past. So, you know, you can join into the server whenever. I know that sounds a little different to other beans in chat, but like, just know that Hylong Lee's been here since like almost the beginning of my streams. If not the beginning of my streams. And probably since the time of Zavixus asking me to join their Twitch team. I was my first Twitch team too. Maybe on Twitch team.
Chayot is smooching high lonely.
Have a good one. If you're live tomorrow, I'll see you then. I'm going to be live tomorrow. I'm going to be playing the mod pack tomorrow. The horror mod pack tomorrow, actually. Moncreep, you have a good day, sweet bean. Chai, you cutie. When Zephy raided you first. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I remember, Hi Longly. I remember. And then you stayed around indefinitely. And then work out uppity, and then you weren't able to watch streams as much anymore. And then I was sad. And then you made me cry. And then everybody was like, why did you make me cry? I'm going to hunt you down. And then you've been on the run ever since. You're on the run, right? If you haven't started running yet, Hi Longly, like, you might want to start running because Chai is about to run after you. Live is hard. Sorry, I'm sorry, live is hard. Sorry, live is hard. You don't have to worry, I don't blame you for anything, mate. But I do notice you around. It's nice to see you now and then, Hi Longly. Over here, I will love company. Chai is ready to you right now. They're about to murderize you. Is that what you want? Want to get murderized by Chai? They're at the moderator. So he's running up with that white sword and that green background. And he's coming up to you and he's going like, ching, ching, ching. And you're going to use your white sword too to go ching, 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 ching. And there would be like an epic battle. Kind of like the last episode, the second last episode of Avatar The Last Airbender. Ching, 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 ching. It'll be an epic battle between the forces of good and evil. Who's good and who's evil, no one knows. Because, you know, sometimes evil people have good intentions. I like the best characters, like the evil antagonists of a story, are the best antagonists are the ones that have a reason for being evil. Like, I don't know. Oh, my wife got killed by these people that I'm trying to avenge her death from. But the hero of the story says, no, don't do it. Or I lived a long life, but my daughter is sick, and I need her to be better again, and the only way to do that is to harvest the lives of 50,000 people in the world. Things like that. Miss my wife, evil. Miss my wife, evil. I see the duck likes the fallen hero or the terrible guy. That's another thing. Like I like making my antagonists in D&D kind of relatable on like an empathetic standpoint. Because you have to have some reason to be evil, right? You have to have a reason. And if you don't have a reason, then you're gonna be dry and stale, and all you are is just an evil character that you have to defeat. Huzzah! The world is saved. The Lich is dead. The Lich who just cared about living 100 more years, or even eternity, as a skeleton, because they wanted to be called Jack Skellington. Oh, so funny. I've seen it all. I've seen all the freaking awful antagonists in D&D. Oh, I'm a dragon, and I just want to see everyone destroyed because they hunted my species for all eternity, and now I want to kill them. Oh my god. Done, boring. It's done. It's done before. All right, everyone's seen that. Oh, there's a dude that freaking wants to just kill everyone because it's fun. Wow. Woo, it's funny. Like, it's every antagonist ever. Yeah. I can't even think of a bad antagonist right now. Just think. What would be a bad antagonist?
Hawkeye Rio is smooching Lance Magram.
Accidentally ate nuclear waste and became a gigantic creature that is going to destroy the entire world. Bad antagonist. That's a bad antagonist. I don't know. I feel like Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender would be a great antagonist. I want to regain my honor back because my father hated me as a child, still hates me, and scarred me, and made me want to go find the Avatar, blah, 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 blah. A mission that he knew that I wouldn't be able to fulfill because the Avatar hasn't been seen for over 100 years. Bad antagonists, they are none. They are bad antagonists. They are bad antagonists. What do you mean they aren't bad antagonists? Are you antagonizing me? Hi, Lugly. Dragons are rich jerks that hoard all the wealth. Imagine making an antagonist that was just a dragon, and the dragon just taxed the entirety of the entire world and bullied them and said, I'm going to destroy your village if you don't give me all your treasure. That's the antagonist. Let's go defeat the antagonist. I mean, come on, please. Come on, please. That sounds so dull of a character. It sounds funny, but it sounds like such a dull antagonist, man. I feel like the most overused antagonist is a lich. It has to be a lich. A lich or a vampire.
Nanak, you sweet bean, hugs, boops, and smooches.
Orkai Rio! 10 months of tier 3, baby! Hi there, Orkai Rio. Because why not 3? Like, Cat is an antagonist, that's true. Imagine you go on this epic quest where there's the forces of evil and they're gathering around to defeat you, and you need to get this antagonist who's a dark entity. No one's ever seen it before. Not even the forces of evil understand the antagonist at all, and they are locked inside of a tower, a chamber where they give information by knocking it off of the windowsill and telling people to take over the world and blah, blah, blah. And your heroes get in there, break down the door, and it's just a black cat on a skeleton. And the skeleton is just a dead person. And the black cat has just been like pushing off things, and they accidentally spill in the ink that makes notes of like world domination, and they just, you know, drag it out the window, and then the evil forces mistook the little dead rat out the window as a way of killing the rat nation. Imagine that. It was just a circumstantial antagonist. That would be like the biggest. That would be the weirdest, like, plot twist ever. I thought I was supposed to spill the ink. Hello, Pocket Shark. How you doing, you sweet being? I mean, it's not too far out there. I mean, like, obviously, it would be, like, improbable, but in a universe that is infinite, probability, one day it would be just that cat just accidentally making the evil forces of darkness led to take over the entirety of the world. I don't know. Happen, you know, it's possible. It's called multi-universe theory. A force of nature antagonist along with greedy power hungry queen. Let's see, what other antagonist in that you would create in D&D that would be really, really bad? Has there ever been a dwarf antagonist? I need to do that for a campaign. Make a dwarf antagonist. I don't think I've ever heard of an antagonist who was like, you know, a D&D dwarf. I've never thought of that. Imagine a gnome. Imagine the gnome. A little tiny gnome. But actually, no, gnomes would be easy to make as like as an antagonist. Make a evil scientist. There's a gnome. but like a dwarf. Chaos dwarves in Warhammer. A bad antagonist in D&D. One the party ignores. You know what would be a really big twist? A big twist. All right, is you tell one of the players that they are actually the antagonist, but you would be playing them off the episode. Like you would play like one shots with them away from the group, where the group wouldn't know about it. And in those moments where he's like led away and stuff like that, you'd be doing all these things to harm the party consistently. And then one day he gets revealed that he was the antagonist all along. Boom. I would be like, holy shit. And there would be like these little moments that hint towards it, but no one would ever know about it. Actually, that sounds like Baldur's Gate 3. I just thought about it now. That's literally Baldur's Gate 3. Well, it's not really Baldur's Gate 3 as like the main antagonist, but I mean, you can play an antagonist, I guess. A party where everyone thinks they're the antagonist. I mean, that would also be a twist. The main antagonist that distracts the party with pointless side quests. Just be lurking, doing things in the background. Lands, dear Guardian. The police are terrified of capturing the bard because they're terrified of your mob jokes. What are you talking about? Halfling antagonist beat up a halfling assassin. Good lord. What about a tabaxi antagonist? You guys know what a tabaxi is? I think I obviously Hai Long Li knows what a tabaxi is because they're a furry and they love D&D. But imagine a tabaxi antagonist. What are you gonna do with it? Like, do like a primitive type of antagonist style thing? I don't know. Because tabaxis are literally my druid is a tabaxi. They are primitive. They're like prehistoric type of species, but a lot of people don't really understand that because tabaxis actually grew up on an island where dinosaurs exist. Cat girl, but more cat. Oh my god! I just thought of a really bad antagonist. An antagonist that when the players like end up seeing the antagonist, it's just a neon cat anime girl. Nah, you guys flaunted me for the last time. Nyan. So stupid. That would be such an annoying antagonist, I would swear. The one campaign I group on chasing and won to get them behind bars. I arrested my players so many times because they would have fights at the table.
Silver Dragon 1000 wants you to wave at them.
And they would get like the like Imperial guards, and they would just like put them in jail. And I was like, "You're now in jail. Your party can bail you out, or you're gonna stay here for the next month. Meanwhile, you have quests to do." Also, wrong tabaxi aren't from cult where dinosaurs. They are from an island where dinosaurs are. What do you mean? What do you mean? They are. They are in the forgotten. They are. They are literally in. I think it's Aberdeen. There's like a land off the coast of fucking, what is it called? The coastline. The coastline off the island all the way to the left of it, where Baldur's Gate is and freaking Neverwinter is. That freaking line. What is it called again? Something coast. The Sword Coast? No, I can't remember what the coast is called. Anyway, to the left there's a big gigantic island. There's lots of dinosaurs. There's a whole book on them and the dinosaurs, the inhabitants on that island. And most of them are prehistoric animals. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I read the book. A jungle, yes, and there's dinosaurs in that jungle, but the jungle is on an island. It's not really an island; it's more like a continent. It's kind of like Australia. It's literally Australia. It's literally Australia. The Sword Coast, is it the Sword Coast? Is that what the coastline of? I feel like it's the Sword Coast. What's the coastline called? Tabaxi on the western continent, yeah. They don't have diners. What do you mean they don't have diners? They have feathered serpents. They're so freaking dinosaur-like. The island is called, I don't know what I forgot. Or, I don't know how to say that name. I probably didn't forget. I probably never really cared about the name Leon. They don't. What do you mean they don't? Okay, maybe I got my information incorrect. All right, I'll accept that maybe my idea of all those creatures being prehistoric might be a little warped. All right, but I did have the book. Okay, Colt, that's not where tabaxis are from. That's where they from. I know they from that. It's an island. It's a freaking continent. I know they're to the west. Dinosaurs are in Colt. I'm pretty sure they went in the same. I might have it wrong. Okay, I will agree that maybe I haven't read any of the books in over like 6 years. All right, and my information in my brain has intermingled with one another because I don't even remember the entire story of a series I watched like 5 years back, let alone 2 years back. I don't even know the entire story of like Digimon. All right, so all right, I had no snippets, and sometimes snippets get coincided when I get too interested in the lore of everything, and I read up on it, and I watch videos on it, and I do everything on it, and then eventually all the information coincides, and sometimes it cross sections. But I'm fairly certain tabaxis are on that continent. Older than humans, though. They're prehistoric. Listen, I was in a lot of D&D. I was a DM for 9 years. What do you mean? I want to be in a D&D campaign again. I was too. I like D&D. Transformers is where my lore autism resides. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Pokemon monsters, Pokemon are the champions. Change to become the... what is it? Fucking... To capture them all. To be the Pokemon champion. You talk to a DM that has said that his players all over the world of Torum and Aberdeen. Oh, I love the Sundrian stories. Oh, so good. Torum Aberdeen. I will tore in your face in a second. How about that? How about that, High Logly? What if your DM got it wrong? Huh? You ever think about that, High Logly? You ever think about maybe they just got a warped sense of it? My players are in the Far East right now. Well, there we go. I'm talking about the West. The West. I mean, technically, if you go east enough, you'll get to the west part. But you know, all right? It's not like it's a flat earth. Wait. No, it's not a flat earth. Torin and Aberdeen, the two worlds. I like how the worlds like universes apart, and then the Sundering comes and brings them together. It kind of reminds me of Digimon Digital Monster. Digimon. Where like there's a digital world that coincides with Earth. And it just like mixes in with one another, and then the two realities kind of come together, congregate. I love that. I love the idea of something like that, especially when Forgotten Realms ends up adding new creatures and stuff. Like I know that Dragonborn weren't a thing until the Sundering happened, because they were part of Aberdeen, I think. Oh, I love D&D lore, but I just love how they can canonize something through a story. And that is so cool. Like, just add, like, races and characters and monsters and stuff. Just because, oh, another world coincides with yours because of a magical surge that literally disrupted the laws of the universe. So good. I have studied the whole wiki for the campaign. Well, maybe I'll study your wiki. How about that, Highlander? Irvy, hi Irvy, how you doing, Irvy? Irvy is wonderful. Transformers, back to the day, the original, the first lore-wise, Transformers were the 13 primes. They're the guards of Transformers. I don't know anything about Transformers. All I know, and Clarkson actually probably gonna hate me for saying this, like completely. and I'm gonna say this with absolute care and love towards you. When I was a kid, and Transformers was a show that was on when I got home from school, I was just praying for the episode to end because I didn't like the series at all. I found that series boring. You told me. Absolutely boring. Apparently the new Transformers movie is good though. Apparently it's really good. And I'm like, maybe I'll watch it, I'll see. The other movies were terrible, apparently. It is. I haven't watched it yet. I'll watch it because people say it's good, so I'll watch it. Okay? I'm not gonna not watch it. I just the series just... The thing is, like, I kind of came into the series, like, halfway through everything. So, me watching it as a kid, I was just like, I don't know what's going on. There's a bunch of people turning into cars. I don't really care about cars. I just want to watch... I want to watch Jimmy Neutron. I want to watch Jimmy Neutron. Where's my Jimmy Neutron? Where's my Digimon? That was me. I'm going to go make ramen. And then I bring the thing is, I made the ramen inside the microwave. So it always spilled over with the water. A lot of people are like, why do you make ramen? You know, I make ramen on the oven, on the stove, not the oven. On the stove top now. That's what I do from now on. It tastes so much better when it's just cooked properly. I think the reason why I cooked it in the microwave the whole time because that was literally what the packaging said you have to do. It was called 2-minute noodles. You put it in the microwave for 2 minutes and then it's done. And I'm just like, okay.
Spare bits, change, some change. Use it on alerts.
I'll use you on alerts. How about that? Dragonborns did exist before, though. Transformed into then due to dragon gods, they weren't a full species. As far as I understand, I mean, like Aberdeen and Toril, yeah, that one. They were separate at the time, and there were 2 different species. As far as I understand, the Sundering brought them in. But at the same time, I might be wrong because they didn't really follow up on that. I just know they were added into the books. I think it was 2nd edition or 3rd edition where they were added into. I know 1st edition they didn't have Dragonborn there. It wasn't really much of a thing. As far as I understand. Like Dragonborn wasn't a thing back then. It was very basic. I cannot play 1st edition D&D. It is not the greatest, not gonna lie. It was really shitty. The combat system was really shitty. All right, you had to think like with your imagination and like use the combat system. Oh, and the way you died in that was like brutal, man. You ever played 1st edition? Good lord, I couldn't get through a first session with that. I just was like, nope, let's go back to 3.5. I'm fine with 3.5. And then 5th edition came out, and I'm like, yay, 5th edition. 5th edition was great. Had the best parts of number 4, and had the best parts of 3.5. Put it all together. And then people are like, but Pathfinder is better. Pathfinder's like 3.5 plus. It's where the 4 should have been. Maybe you should play Pathfinder. Pathfinder's the best. And I'm like, fine. And then I've just played it and I was like, this is just 3.5. And they were like, yeah, but it's 3.5 plus. Okay, it's got all the different... Look how different it is there. I was like, it's pretty much the same. Okay, but Pathfinder's so good. And I'm like... Yeah, Pathfinder's looked insane to me. Pathfinder's fine, dude. It's just like, why? We don't need the system. Make your own system. Stop basing it all other systems. I mean, it became its own system after a while, but man. I haven't played any D&D. I've watched some of it, though. It's really good. I feel like it doesn't matter what the lore is. I like the lore. and I like to incorporate the lore quite a bit, especially in official stories and official books and stuff like that when it comes to D&D campaigns. But I take the rulebooks, the monsters, and the lore as just a reference guide. The rest of it is up to you and your players. If your players are having fun, and the DM's having fun, and the players are having fun, and everyone's having a good time, then you're doing a good job as a DM, and everyone's having fun at the table. So you can change all you want. You can make freaking goblins into the most OP species on the planet, and it doesn't have to be canonized, just as long as people are having fun trying to kill them, yeah? If you want goblins to become liches, a lich goblin, imagine that. Imagine a lich goblin. I don't think it'd really be a thing, but like, yeah, it sounds like something I would do, you know? It would be like a little twist. You know, take down a goblin colony that's like risen inside the area, and your heroes end up going to it, and then they just see a like a skeleton-like goblin with like a hood over itself, saying, "I have lived 1,000 years, and you shall not kill me now." And then he does the last ritual where he becomes one of those fucking skulls with all the. I can't remember what they're called, but they're not. They are a lich-like, but they're a different type of lich entity. But it's like they become embalmed into a head, and they have like gemstones and stuff of power all on their skull, and they can venture around and blow shit up. It's actually really scary. Imagine like a flying head. It's really scary. A demi-lich, that's it. A demi-lich. I forgot. Okay, I haven't read the books in a long time. A gnome vampire would be hilarious. Imagine a gnome vampire. All right. That is falling in love with an orc, with an orc a female orc from like a town over, and he's like, blah blah blah, come down here so I can suck your blood. Also, Pathfinder is great. I know it's great. I'm just teasing. I think ED&D, I think, but the world was Amity Turel. Primordials and gods are wearing the whole time, and the gods split the world, one given to the gods and the other to the primordials. Ah. As far as I understand, primordials was still a thing. Even on the one planet, which is Toril, the primordials were kind of demigods in a way. You could say they're demigods created by the gods themselves, and those demigods created the species like humans and dwarves and elves and all those things. But you mean like at first it wasn't like elves and stuff? As far as I understand, it was like humans, dwarves. I think there was elves, and there was something else. Can't remember what the species was, but they were like those races, and those races split up into gnomes and all that kind of stuff. So they became subspecies of that species over like thousands of years. And then the primordials ended up like dying out because of their species ended up like fighting back, I think. Can't really remember. But I know that primordials were demigods that created the species of the planet itself. It's because like if you had to like base of everything, it's Ao, which is the main god, and then it's the gods like Mystra and all the others, and fucking what's the freaking gods, the dragon god's name before they became Bahamut, and I think that was just the combination of the two names. In Tiamat. Was it just Tiamat Bahamut? Was it just the god's name was just that, and then it got split in half, became two dragons, the one of good and one of evil. Well, they weren't really good and evil, they just had different intentions. And there was like other gods as well, so I can't remember all of them. I don't really care about all the other gods. I care about Mystra and them. The rest can go to hell. And they're the ones that created the primordials, that created the species. As far as I understand, a DM has been doing a Wild Mount book as Gorath and Lo. Are you talking about the other gods, the freaking the what is that? It's not really, they weren't really gods. They were just born in darkness, and they became those alien fucking creatures that are in Baldur's Gate as well. You're talking about those things? Because I know they were born into darkness. Ao had nothing to do with them, as far as I understand. Or they were cast out. I can't remember which one's which. But there was like Cthulhu-esque type of creatures inside it. A mind flare. No, I'm talking about the gods of the mind flares. But like there are gods that live in the darkness of the universe that aren't a part of well, kind of part of the world, but they're not really in charge of the world or anything else baseline of the universe other than darkness itself. Because you have to, in stories like magical stories like that, you kind of have to have like a measurement of absence and a measurement of something as a god itself. Otherwise, a thing couldn't exist. Which is kind of weird. What I do like is like abyss gods. You know, abyss gods are pretty good too. Like the princes of is it 13? I think it was the 13 princes. I can't remember all of them, but I know that Demogorgon is one of the princes of the abyss. And they got it wrong in Stranger Things. I learned about the Demogorgon after the show. The outer gods are the Cthulhu-like, yeah. See, I have like some information, but it's like it's kind of mixed up, and like if I had to do a test or an exam at school, I'd probably get like 20% for like my marks for D&D history. D&D lore, I'd get 20%. So my information is kind of scrambled up in my head. But that's just how I am. I have like misinformation all the time. And it sucks because a lot of the time I hear things that aren't actually true. And I get like misinformation. I take it like as gospel. Until I've been proven it's not gospel. And it's easy to get misinformation. But at the same time, I also don't really get misinformation. I hear something, and then in my brain, it starts to unravel itself and give me ideas, and those ideas become canonized in my mind. So sometimes I have information when it comes to shows and lore and all that kind of stuff that aren't actually there and aren't actually true. I guess it's just the creative part of me that tends to invent the stuff around the actual laws and canonize ideas of each show or series, or in this case, tabletop games. I mean, canon of D&D is strange. It is pretty strange. It just makes me excited because it gives me a lot of ideas. But like, throughout my entire life, I've struggled like to learn things properly and to properly understand topics and all that kind of stuff. Like when I talk about science, a lot of people on stream know that when I get really excited when I talk about science and things that I've just learned. But sometimes I say things that aren't actually true. But it's not because I'm lying. It's just because I misunderstood some of the topics being said or like this explained to me. And that's kind of how I grew up. I mean, like, if you guys don't know, I actually have a mental disability. And that's mixed in with my ADHD and my dyslexia, where I can't learn as well as other people can. When the information that gets into my head kind of gets absorbed and kind of gets filtered into a mess of other information. And I feel like it's mostly ADHD because while I'm learning things, I'm also distracted by other things around me. So sometimes somebody could say, the well was red, and I could be looking outside, seeing a squirrel, seeing them on side yellow brick walls, and I would say the well is yellow. That's basically how my mind works. So people tend to correct me a lot of the time, and I tend to get frustrated because I tend to go like, well, my brain says it is like this because that's what I learned, and then I can look at it again and I go like, huh, it's not that. Oh well. It's kind of how I am. It's just how I am. So please don't get angry with me if I say things wrong. It's okay to look. I also sometimes say RE6 is better, yet we all know RE5 is the best. RE4! Wait, I wouldn't know. I haven't played Resident Evil. I just know RE4 is the best because people told me it's the best. Why do you think RE5 is the best? RE5, when I first played that, I played that for like 20 minutes and it was the most boring shit on the planet. I've never experienced more of a boring game as Resident Evil 5, and I played it with my friend. It was so boring. I love the co-op. It was so boring, man. And my friend, okay, and maybe I'm misjudging it because my friend was getting really frustrated with me because they were like, "You need to go do that puzzle there. You have to go there. Do that. Do this." No. So I probably was just playing with the wrong person. But back then, it just made me bitter about the Resident Evil 5. It's the one with the desert, right? The one in the desert. You need a good co-op partner. I hear you. Yeah. I love discussing things as well. My problem is I love learning a lot of things, but the problem with my brain is I feel like if I didn't have ADHD, my life and my understanding of everything in the universe and life around me and topics and lore would be so much easier for me to talk about. I would literally be pirate software when I'm describing information. If I didn't have ADHD, I would be really smart. I feel like I would be really smart. All right, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm a really intelligent person. I'm just saying that I love learning things, and I feel like people are inherently intelligent because they get interested in and fascinated in learning more, and that's how you become intelligent. Because I hate it when people say, oh, you have an intelligence stat and your intelligence stat is low. Intelligence comes from curiosity. Intelligence comes from you getting interested in something and learning all about that certain something. That's what intelligence is. Intelligence is all of that. And if you think it's anything different, then you're wrong. You can learn to work out how to do a Rubik's Cube, all right? But every time people say, oh, that person did a Rubik's Cube in like 5 seconds flat, you know how they did that? Tons of practice. They didn't just pick it up and go like, I'm really intelligent. It's not how it works, okay? A lot of people think the opposite, though. You're so precious. You're so precious. Rubik's Cube is fun. Rubik's Cube is fun. As long as you learn how to use it. Like, a lot of people say, like, people play chess are intelligent. No, it's just a game. It's just a game. You learn strategies after a while. If you're really interested, like masters of chess are, and you learn all the moves, you read books about it because you're really interested in that topic, you'll eventually become a master and you'll be able to strategize things with the board because you've learned everything. So yeah. Have a good boof, Logly. Listen here. Gonna boof now. Bye, hi Logly. Hi there, Koi Koi. One person leaves, another person joins. Backseaters are one of the few groups that are hated without repercussions. Are you talking about D&D? Black Silver Fox? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this with absolute certainty that I do not like it when players go, actually... It's the worst type of players that you can have at a D&D table. I'm pretty sure the base stat of that is 12. So if you rolled that, then obviously that would have hit that player and they would be dead now. Look at it inside the book, all right? And I'm just like, no, I'm the DM, and the hit missed. And it was like, no, it didn't. Because obviously you threw a strength roll, and that strength roll was critical. And obviously that that obviously killed our player here. So please kill him. That's unfair. I think it's unfair that you do this because the rule book says so. And I always tell them, like, the rule book is a baseline. You don't have to follow it. Actually, you do. This is D&D. I'm like, no, you don't have to follow it. All right. And then this is a homebrew. I was like, yes, it can be a homebrew, but homebrew constitutes more of uncanonized stuff. Oh, but you're changing this rule so it's uncanonized. No, I'm changing this rule because in this scenario, in the logic of the DM's mind, this would happen. So stop trying to rule the table and let people play the game, because we were arguing for 5 to 10 minutes now, and all I want to do is have an epic storyline. And have people really, like, yeah, it's metagaming, and metagaming people. Metagaming is so bad, man. Like, really, please don't. Spending the god level D4 damage, yeah. Listen, the DM guide even says it's a guidebook, not hard set rules. Exactly! It's just a guidebook. You don't have to follow it. The coolest part of D&D is you don't have to follow it. It's how you make it. All right? It's called imagination. And I love imagining things. If a player came up to me and said, DM, I want to do something specific, and hear me out. And they go like, okay, let's hear you out. I want to take the trident from our partner in crime, who's now fallen. All right? And I want to jump over this rock and stab the antagonist in the heart. And I would be like, roll a dexterity saving throw as you jump over that rock. To 16, you make it. All right. Using your strength, I want you to make a dex saving throw, as well as, well, not stay a saving throw, just roll for strength and roll for acrobatics at the same time. You have advantage, and then they go like, okay, they do that, and it's like an epic fucking thing. I love it when players like make up a scenario, and instead of just following the like, oh, I want to cast this thing. If you make up shit and roleplay, I will let you do it, and I'll make it look like the most epic thing ever, and you'll remember it because you'll be like, wow, this is a memorable battle. We didn't just down him, we just went all out and played our characters, and I give like inspiration to every time a player ends up doing something like that. I loved being a DM back in the day. I miss D&D. I love to fantasize about things. Wow, Hubba. All you need is a constant. The rest, you can make it on the spot. Yeah, you can make it on the spot. Make it up on the spot. Because, like, the most epic stories are the ones where everyone has enjoyed and has memories of. Good memories of their characters doing epic battles. And then, you know what I love doing? Is, I love rolls, but, like, behind the board. And I love putting on tension, giving tension to the players. They'll say, I'm going to make 10 consistent rolls. And if any one of you fails against me, you're gonna die. Well, I wouldn't go that far. You'll do something, and we'll if you get one of these wrong, one of you are gonna be at random petrified, things like that, and they go like, "Oh shit, okay, all right. I hope this wish is gonna work." And then they use their wish, and we roll the dice, or I roll against them, and then there's like. There's like one person's down, they petrified, another person's petrified, last person's petrified, they have 2 rolls left, they have to roll cleanly now, and if they get like a 1 or below 10, they could have ended the entirety of the game, and then they roll that dice, and it's high, it's a 20, and I count that as 2 wins, as 2 victories. against me, and he beat the antagonist, and all the players they become less petrified, or their petrification slowly dissipates as they come back alive, gasping for air as their body turns from stone to skin and calcium bones or whatever. I can't do it right now. I'm not in like the D&D mood, but like I love just, you know, making things memorable for people. Because I've actually killed off my entire all my players on purpose, but they weren't killed. And I used an item that they had, a very, very, very strong item that they had, to help them understand more about themselves, understand the abilities they have, and understand their position in the world, and also resurrect them. And I use it as like a plot point as well. So it's quite fun. Like just making memorable moments in D&D is like where it's at, man. You don't have to play a campaign and then just leave for the day. There's more to D&D than just, you know, playing the game. I don't know. I'm very passionate about D&D. I'm sorry. I haven't played in a long time, but I loved D&D back in the day. I want to play more of it. When I'm with Aki, I'll probably play some D&D. I don't think I can stream it though. Streaming D&D is very difficult, because you have to entertain the audience as well as keep everyone engaged. And a lot of the time, playing D&D sessions, there's a lot of slow and less progressive moments. It's not always fun and games. Sometimes it's all about planning and strategizing and understanding the environment, understanding where you are in the caves, having critical thinking times. And I had like discussions with some friends the other day on like people who roleplay on like YouTube and Twitch. When you play D&D on there, like the ones that we know, like Critical Role and stuff like that, they don't play those campaigns like on the spot. A lot of the time they plan to actually play these campaigns and understand what's about to happen next. And a lot of the time the people on those shows, the things they say and the things they do are actually jokes they've made before they got into the show. And things they're going to do inside the campaign, it's actually what they were going to do beforehand. They thought about it beforehand before coming onto the stream, so that it never gets boring and it gets lively and it gets uppity and stuff like that. It's almost a ruse, but at the same time, I don't know where I'm going with this. So if you ever watch those shows, just think about it. No one on the planet is that. Not every single person at the table in the real life, in reality, is gonna be that entertaining. Never, ever, ever. They have to hire people. They have to bring in people that they know are entertaining to be able to make the show entertaining, make the stream entertaining, make the video entertaining. Not 85% pre-scripted sitcom. Yep, that's it. So a lot of people want to play D&D from watching those series, but they get like this bad understanding that D&D is not always like that. There's always slow moments. Wolf Tactics, hi Bede, welcome in. How you doing? You having a good day, sweetie? Yeah, pre-scripted. That's what I was trying to get at. So I was like focusing on the artwork and also talking about D&D and also talking about my understanding of like shows like Critical Role and other D&D streams / videos and / series you find around the internet. But yeah, pre-scripted is the word I was looking for. After Storm, greetings, my life. Welcome back, Matthew the Skrank. I hope you're doing okay. I hope nothing got damaged and you're all safe and you're all well and you're all happy and smiles. Matthew, how you doing, Matthew? Wolf Tactics, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Heroes community. I hope you enjoy your stay here on the Patreon nuts. Welcome. Welcome. I would still like to try it out at some point. And yes, no, adventure is 100% action all the time. No, adventure is 100% action all the time. And it would be nice to have like people who can do improvisation on the fly really well in your group, but 99% of the world isn't good at improvisation. They aren't good at making jokes on the spot. That obviously aren't woke, for example. Because like unwoke jokes are things that people do all the time. See it now over and over again. That's how humor is, I guess. But making like clean, good humor is very difficult. Very, very difficult. I don't mind making a joke, but then I stumble over my words. Oh, I do that too. I stumble over my words all the time. I mean, I stumbled over my words for the last 30 minutes. Probably. Anyway, I need to finish up this artwork. Because we have to get to the next one. You guys are distracting me. How dare you distract me, chat. Ba 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 ba. Ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba, ba-da. This is Senjin. Senjin the dragon. Ba-ba-ba-da, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-bow, ba-ba-bow, ba-ba-bow, ba-ba-ba-ba-bow. Ba-ba-bow. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bow. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-bow. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-bow. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bow. It's just a smaller moon. Drulish, hi Drulish, how you doing, sweet bean? Dark infections, we all crave the wildest thing. When you murder, it's a sin. Ba 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 da ba 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 da da ba 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 da ba. Just a smaller dawning moon. What is the beautiful work you drawing today? I've drawn a headshot. It's a dragon, kind of. Well, it's a dragon. It's a durg. A furry durg. A durgavurder. There we go. A furry durgadur. Perfect. Ba, 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 bow, bow, bow. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I think he's done. But a question, who is it? Stengen the Dragon. That was asked already. Matthew the Skunk just asked. But let me see if they have replied. They have not replied. They have not replied yet. Uh-oh. They haven't replied. So I can't draw the next person. The next person I needed. I need that expression. You know what? Let's go raid out. Because Zarafiel is currently streaming and it's their birthday. Let's go raid out into Zarafiel. Beans, before I leave for today's stream. Sorry I didn't draw 2 artworks today. I can't. I had to wait for like information from the other person. But YouTube, I hope you enjoyed today's little stream. I wasn't a 2-for-1 special, but it was a dragon special. So yes, the dragon special. Can I have some pause in chat for the wonderful and amazing YouTube? YouTube, I hope you enjoy your day today. And have yourself a great night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. And I messed up the entire saying that I usually do. Bye, YouTube. I love you. Bye-bye.